Alrighty, boys. So I decided to run Anj on side 2 here, since I feel like she synergized with S-Closer a lot better than she did Sumi. But yeah, without further ado, boys, let's get straight into the guide. Ikaze? Alrighty, boys, let's go ahead and talk about this team's rev cards and mindscapes. Starting with our main DPS, Summer Closer. She's going to be running the Blessed DPS set, Resolve and Virtue. Here is her mindscape. Now let's go ahead and talk about our main support, Wind Tempest. She's going to be running the Creation Worry set, the Crit Damage SP Recovery set. Here is her mindscape. And our main sustain, Minami, is going to be running Trust Prosperity, the Highlight Boost set. Make sure you have SP Recovery on her substats. Here is her mindscape. And lastly, our main Navigator is going to be running the new Navi set, Hope and Labor. Here is her mindscape. And now let's go ahead and talk about Wonder. So for Wonder's daggers, he can run 2 things, or 3. You can run Starry Compass if you need the extra defense reduction. You can also run Glimmer if you have that R6. Or you can run R6 Ex Machina. But with R6 Ex Machina, you're going to have to set Dominion as your starter line persona. But in today's video, I'll be running R6 Starry Compass since I do need the extra defense shreds. As for Wonder's personas, all we're going to be running is Cert with Marakunda. And lastly, Dominion, we're going to be inheriting Rebellion, and we're going to be using Cohesion. As for your third persona, it can be a straight up stat stick. In this case, I ran Shiva. And without further ado, boys, let's get straight into the guide. Ikaze. So, if you do have Summer Moko, I do recommend you run her instead of Minami, because she does offer more consistent buffs, better damage. And if you don't have Minami, well, you're probably going to have to run Luful or any low budget sustain. So here with Minami, we're going to go ahead and skill 2 onto S-Closer. So she gets the attack buff for the heal. Riko is going to go ahead and skill 3 onto Closer to give her the crit damage buff. Wonder is going to go ahead and use Cert Marakunda here to apply the AoE defense down. And then S-Closer is going to go ahead and skill 3. TLDR, every time you have skill 3 with S-Closer, you use it. And if it's off cooldown, you just use skill 1. Okay, so Anj is here now. Anj is going to go ahead and skill 1 onto the party so that we can all get a party-wide damage buff. This should give her 4 stacks as well. Minami is going to go ahead and skill 3 onto everyone. And now that we have highlight, we're going to go ahead and use Closer's highlight here. Alrighty, Riko is going to go ahead and skill 2 onto the squad. So we get the party-wide attack buff. And now Wonder is going to go ahead and change to Dominion and inflict the crit rate buff onto S-Closer with Rebellion. Anj is going to auto proc S2. Closer is going to go ahead and do S1. My god, do these worms take like 3,000 years or 3 business days just to do all their attacks? Like, I swear. Okay, so Anj is back again. Here, we're going to go ahead and do skill 3. Make sure that we get the pierce rate and the attack buff. Minami is going to go ahead and skill 2 onto S-Closer, so that we get the attack buff from her healing. Riko is going to go ahead and skill 3 again, so that we get the crit damage buff. And now, with Dominion, we're going to go ahead and Cohesion. Make sure you target S-Closer so that she gets the damage amp. And now, with Wonder, you're going to go ahead and use the Dominion highlight to give even further party-wide damage amps. And as closer, it's going to go ahead and skill 3. Big PP damage. Alrighty. Anj is back on rotation again. So we're going to go ahead and use Anj skill 1 to give the AoE party-wide damage buff yet again. And now Minami, since we have 2 diagnostic stacks, we're going to go ahead and skill 3. And then Nidhoggr here, you're going to go ahead and use skill 2 so that the team can get the attack buff. Wonder is going to go ahead and reset his rotation, going back to Sir. We're going to go ahead and Marakunda here. Anj is going to auto cast skill 2. And Closer is going to go ahead and skill 3. And, you know, funny enough, Anj's S2 auto proccing can help out with Closer's HP scaling. So that's very nice. And now, Anj is back yet again. This time, we're going to go ahead and use skill 3 so that the team gets some bonus pierce rate and an attack buff. Again, this navigator is pretty broken. Can't wait to see what other teams we can use her on. And now Minami is going to go ahead and skill 2, target as closer. Again, so that we can get the attack buff from the heal. Wind, we're going to go ahead and make sure she gets her highlight. Make sure you target as closer. So she's the one getting the damage amp and the crit damage buff. We're going to go ahead and skill 3 here onto S closer for even more crit damage amp. Wonder is going to go ahead and change to Dominion. We're going to go ahead and give S closer some crit rate with Rebellion. And lastly, S closer is going to do skill 1. And now we wait 3 business days for these worms to finish their attacks. Okay, so Anj is back. We're going to go ahead and use her Da Capo onto S closer, so she gets another action. Now, as for her actual buffs, we're going to go ahead and use skill 1. Make sure you target closer. And now, with Minami, we're going to go ahead and skill 3, since we have full diagnostic stacks. And lastly, Riko is going to go ahead and skill 2 for the final time. Wonder is going to go ahead and cohesion onto S closer. Again, make sure it's S closer so she gets the damage amp from it. Anj with her auto cast S2. So it's the final turn. So we're going to go ahead and S closer highlight. Followed by S closer S3 for some big PP damage. Okay, so with that, we get Anj back. So we're going to go ahead and use skill 3 again to give the whole party a little bit of pierce rate and a attack boost. And for the last time, Closer is going to skill 3. There you go, boys. GG's. Alrighty, boys. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, maybe leave a like, leave a subscribe. We are on the road to 600 subs on YouTube, y'all. It would make me very happy if y'all clicked that button. But if you do have any questions, leave it down in the comments below, and I'll get to you as fast as I possibly can. And do look forward to some future guides and some future video essays that I have planned. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.